there's actually a good amount of micromanaging. From my, at least if the way I play it, there's a good amount of micromanaging in the sense of who you want as a wife due to skills and fertility and who the family is. Like, family can create powerful alliances, which honestly can make or break a war, or get you involved way over your head. However, if she's dumb as a rock, frankly, or very weak and not able to play, it's difficult. But overall, it depends on... The basics are pretty easy. Sorry, I just kind of go off on tangents. The basics can be pretty easy of this game, but to get more involved, it does take more time, and you'll still learn all kinds of new stuff. Okay. Yeah, that happens. There's untimely death because ultimately this game is in the Middle Ages. So there are a lot of times when you'll lose people to all kinds of diseases. Diseases like smallpox, whooping cough, pertussis, I believe, is in there. Where do you get stuck? Because, I mean, it's not the easiest game I've ever played, but I find it a very rewarding game once you figure out the basic stuff. Yeah. Who do you usually play as? Yeah, no, I can kind of understand where you're going with that. Sorry, I'm just sort of looking at who do I want to... Yeah, no, Ireland is easy in the sense of no one else in Ireland is probably going to overtake you, but difficult in the sense of it's very hard to overtake anyone. And also, 20 stewardship is always nice. But yeah, no, the groups that I usually play as, I go between Ireland and Spain. No, I don't have any of the DLC. I usually go with just pure CKII. The guy who recommended the game to me says I should totally get the DLC, but I'm poor. So yeah, no, but as far as who I usually play, I usually go between Ireland and Spain, playing as the Duchy of Aragon, which a lot of people seem to find weird, but personally I find it fun. I honestly just stuck with it. Like I said, I had a friend who got me into it, so having a friend that gets you into it helps because they can kind of guide you along a bit, but for the most part, just sticking through with the game, you're probably going to fail a few times, but honestly, you'll find something you like, and yeah, no, Ireland's a pretty nice start, especially if you get O'Brien, in my opinion. I like them just because you have a de jure claim to press to begin with, and I was honestly hoping for a lot more help from England in this fight, which is a shame. But yeah, England, Ireland I find pretty easy. Again, Spain, Aragon I find is pretty easy. Not the kingdom, but the duchy I tend to find fairly easy, just by virtue of it tends to be, you know, and I'm trying to find the right words to describe it, but it tends to be just, you can always declare a holy war, which can get a lot of your neighbors involved, and you can quickly grab land that way. Yeah, no, I did the learning campaign through Lyon, and that honestly helped me a lot with yeah, that's Brothers with the Kingdom of Aragon, but usually what I do, here I'll pause it so that I don't lose while I'm doing this, but yeah, generally Galicia, Leon, and Castile, those are the three brothers, and then you've got Navarra and Aragon that are the two that are also in the dynasty. What I usually honestly do is go with de Barcelona, which is the Duchy of Aragon, not the Kingdom of Aragon. And yeah, I've heard the HREs, it's not difficult to expand, it's just difficult to keep the land. Which, you know, I find it a lot easier to keep land if you can appoint siblings, just because you get a slight dynasty bonus. And even if you lose, even if they demand someone else as ruler, they're still in your family, so you're not really losing the game. I would agree with that. Smaller countries are far more rewarding, and I honestly hope these tips help, and I hope I wasn't just going in circles repeatedly. But yeah, that's my advice. Stick through it. The learning campaign is nice, and then your brothers start declaring war on you, and that's not fun. But again, smaller countries, it's easier to build up. So yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm hoping to inconsistently play Crusader Kings depending on how much free time I have or don't have. So, I mean, I'll try to stream more often, but I can't guarantee a consistent stream. Oh, I probably, yeah. Yep. King William the Bad. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of smaller stuff. I've tried Poland at one point, honestly. Poland wasn't bad because you have all these pagans to go after, but you're also right next to the Holy Roman Empire. Oh yeah. Yeah, factions are